Imagine the bears rushing into the fox's shop, desperate to buy honey from the bees. Some bears are willing to pay any price, while others walk away if it gets too expensive. The fox adjusts the price, the bees adjust how much honey they produce, and suddenly the whole forest is negotiating. This tug of war between bears and bees is supply and demand, and the point where they balance is called equilibrium. Supply is the bee side of the story. The higher the price of honey, the more the bees are willing to produce and sell. Demand is the bear side. The lower the price, the more honey they want to buy. Somewhere in between, there's a balance, the point where the bees' supply meets the bear's demand. That balance is equilibrium, the invisible handshake between buyers and sellers. But equilibrium isn't fixed. Imagine a festival arrives in the forest. Suddenly, every bear wants extra honey for a celebration. Demand shifts upward. The fox raises prices, and the bees work harder to produce more. Equilibrium moves to a new point, a higher price, a higher quantity. Now, let's flip the story. Suppose the bees face a tough season and produce less honey. Supply shifts downward. The fox has fewer jars to sell, prices rise, and bears must cut back. Again, equilibrium changes. Sometimes the owl, representing the government, decides to set a price ceiling, a maximum price for honey, so bears don't pay too much. At first, the bears cheer, but the bees stop producing as much because the price is too low. Suddenly, there's a shortage. Bears want more honey than the bees are willing to supply. This shows how outside forces can disrupt equilibrium, creating new challenges in the forest economy. The owl reminds everyone that equilibrium is always moving. It shifts whenever supply or demand changes, and sometimes when rules are added. That's why markets are alive, constantly adjusting to new wants, new resources, and new conditions. So next time you see prices rise or fall, remember the forest. Supply and demand are pulling against each other, and equilibrium is the point at which they meet. It's the invisible force that keeps the economy moving.